Welcome to Take Command, Set Up for Success. This is the first in a series of live streams that's going to help you onboard to Command as we lead up to Family Reunion. My name is Bobby Moats. I'm your Director of Labs here at KWRI. I'm also an agent here in Austin, Texas, and have a team here with my wife, Shayna. With me today, we have Aaron Armstrong. Aaron?
Hey Bobby, I'm Aaron Armstrong with Keller Williams Realty in Nashville, Tennessee. I run a mega agent team here. I've been with Keller Williams since 2003 and 2005, excuse me, and I'm really excited to be on the call today to talk more about Command.
Awesome, me too. Aaron's really awesome. He's been helping us for a long time to help get Command where it needs to be for you guys by Family Reunion, and he's been a huge help, and it's been awesome having you. We've had we've had Zoom calls once or twice a week for the last few months, just getting prepared for this big launch of Command. First off, I want to explain that Command is evolving, and what we're showing you today is not necessarily meant to work perfectly, because as we prep for Family Reunion, the Labs team is working diligently, and so is the tech team, to put together something that's going to work for you 100% when we get there, or close to 100%. So if you have any questions or need support with Command as you're testing it right now in this process, make sure you email support@kw.com. Also, if you have some questions about anything that we're talking about, we're going to do Slido during, we're going to have a few minutes of Slido during the conversation today, and that code for Slido should be on the top right of your screen. It's S580, so make sure you submit any questions there if you have any, but if it's just support questions, send it to support@kw.com. Also, as a note, tomorrow myself and I think David are going to be doing a live stream where we just do nothing but answer your questions. So if we don't get to it today, we'll definitely get to it tomorrow, so tune in for that. Questions and ahas. So again, I touched on this. Questions and ahas are going to be at the end, and the Slido code's on every single screen. I'll jump to the next. First off, everybody that's on the live stream right now, make sure that you can access Command. Go to agent.kw.com. That's going to hopefully give you access. If you don't have access, you should go on there, jump on, follow along with what we're doing. We're going to have a really in-depth discussion on a few things today, and I want to make sure that you get a good opportunity to jump in there and begin the onboarding process yourself. Our agenda for today, what we're going to jump into, we're going to talk about Kelly. Want to make sure you have that downloaded. We're going to talk about connecting your system, so integrating systems into Command to help it work for you and your business. We want to jump into Contact Manager. That's the very first step in any CRM that you jump into, is making sure that you know how to manage your contacts. We're going to set up your profile in KW Connect to make sure that you're receiving the referrals that you should be getting. Lastly, we want to talk about Chat and Command. We're really excited about this today. I think it's going to be a good introduction to onboarding on Command, and great first step in this series of live streams. First and foremost, make sure that you are constantly downloading the most recent updates of Kelly, because the tech team is pushing out so many updates to Kelly that it gives us, you're never going to miss out on any of the new tech if you're in there. Have automatic updates turned on, or go and make sure that you have automatic updates turned on right now. Make sure you have Kelly loaded, obviously, because it is, if you don't have it downloaded right now, but you did earlier and you said this isn't going to work for me, I guarantee you, Kelly, as it stands right now, is leaps and bounds further than it was when you tried it before. At the same time, we're making so many updates between here now and Family Reunion that you're going to want to have that downloaded and updated. And with it connecting fully to Command, it's going to be your best system for managing your CRM on the go. So first and
Bobby,
foremost,
I think I can definitely confirm that that's super helpful, because for us, there's so much being released, things like neighborhood insights, and for a while there was a problem uploading those, and that was fixed with a recent update. And so if you don't have those set to automatically update, there's so much new functionality. The neighborhood snapshots is another thing that's continually being updated, and every time I log on, I start to search around and I see new functionality. So I think I just wanted to echo what you were saying, that making sure that you've got the latest version there.
Absolutely. It's become an awesome tool for agents across the country, so make sure you have that downloaded and updated. First thing I want to jump into outside of Kelly today is I want to jump through connecting your systems, specifically Google, social media, eEdge and MailChimp into Command so you can begin to see how Command's going to run your whole business. One thing to note too, with Command the way it stands right now, we are continually adding in these integrators. So at Family Reunion, we're going to have a few more, and then we're going to have a whole influx of integrations that are going to help you run your business at a high level and help supplement what Command can't do right now, which it will be able to do in the future, but for you and for your business. So let's jump into it right now. You should have Command open. Make sure that you have it opened. And the very first thing you want to do is you want to jump into settings. At the top right of your screen where your name is, you're going to click on your name, click on the drop down, click on settings. And this will immediately bring you to the connected apps section where you have Facebook, Twitter, Google AdWords. Those three right there are designed to help you advertise with Lead Accelerator. So you want to make sure you have those connected. Then Gmail and Google Calendar, those are there to help give you some more fleshed out information for your clients and contacts, to provide you with that information so you understand what your relationship looks like with them and you understand what your communication looks like. MailChimp and eEdge, well, with MailChimp we're connecting into smart plans and connecting into email templates to help you connect your business and automate your marketing. And eEdge is there because for those of you that are using eEdge, we wanted to create a bidirectional sync so that you could have, you could just turn it on and it would pull all those contacts over to Command for you. So this is easy as a click of a button. All you have to do, so for example, Facebook, we're going to click here and do Connect Account. What that's going to do is it's going to tell you to log into Facebook, which my stuff is not saved here. Let's see if this works. It did. You log into Facebook and it'll connect for you directly right there. When you go to Lead Accelerator after this and begin playing around with it, which is not on today's live stream, so if you don't know what to do there, just tune in for next week or the week after. And it will allow you to pick any of your pages or profiles that are connected to your main account to advertise on. With Twitter, you actually need to set up a marketing account to connect to that. Google AdWords also, and then Gmail and Google Calendar are there too. With integrations, Aaron, how are integrations, not just the ones we have now, but the ones that are coming down the pipe, how are those going to help you and your business and you and your team?
Well, I think one of the biggest problems that mega agents have is the fragmentation of our systems. We're in so many different platforms. And so already, even with the integrations that they currently have, for example, the Gmail integration, now all of my team is on Google Apps for Business. So everybody uses our Armstrong Real Estate Gmail account. When we communicate back and forth with a lead that's in our database, knowing that that email correspondence is going to be uploaded into the contact record of that client and kept into Command so that we can see a history of that communication is huge. Same thing for MailChimp. A lot of the drip campaign and other CRMs are limited in what they can do. The fact that Command is actually going to partner up or pair up and integrate with MailChimp means that we can use the full functionality of MailChimp to be able to create the email drip campaigns that our clients will be using in the system. So those two things are huge. And then just talking about future integrations, things like AutoDialer, other programs and systems that we're using, bidirectional sync with databases. So if I know that you guys are in talks with people like Boomtown and Top Producer and different systems to create those syncs. These integrations are, for me, going to be the solution to not having such a fragmented system and having so many platforms that we need to manage, but also not losing functionality of those key pieces that we don't want to get rid of, like a BombBomb or a MailChimp. So I'm really excited about integrations.
Absolutely. It helps you keep all of your contacts in your database in one place, which is the key part of any mega agent business or any agent business period, is to keep all your contacts in one place and keep that those conversations in one spot so you can develop the best relationships possible. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Next, I want to jump into managing your contacts. So you've set up your integrations. You've maybe synced your database with eEdge because that's where you had it before, or by Family Reunion, we'll probably have some other connections there. So any of those other CRMs that you're using have been connected. We want to then jump into contacts, verify that all of our contacts are there that we've imported, and at the same time, if they are not, or if you don't have, if you're not using a CRM that's connected or integrated with us, we do give you the capability to come in here, and at the top right, the second button from the right, we have an import button. Right here, all you have to do is drag and drop a CSV file with your contact database, and we'll upload it in Command for you. And if you need, we have a pre-made CSV file that has all the columns that we have in Command for you, so you can fill that out and then upload that at the same time. So that's one of the quickest and easiest ways to upload your database into Command if it's not synchronizing over. Otherwise, you can just come in here and add them one at a time. I don't recommend that, especially if you have a large database. That will take you a very long time to do. But if you wanted to do that, I could come in here and just going to, for example, we're going to create a contact. Let's create David. And David's full legal name, I don't know. He is cool. Let's say David's birthday is February 2nd, 2018. He's very young. And let's say he's a buyer. Let's add him to the group buyers. And let's say he's a seller. So within this context, if tags or groups do not actually exist in your world right here, you can create them directly from the screen, and those just give us the capability to be able to slice and dice the database any which way we want, or be able to identify people that we want to identify. So I'll go through here really quick, and we can come in here and add addresses. You can add a mailing address. Let's pick the Southwest Market Center in Austin, Market Center number 1. And then for email addresses, I don't have David's email address or phone number. You can add social accounts. You can add multiple social accounts if you need to show up in their contact card. At the same time, you can add relationships. Excuse me. Relationships give you the capability to connect other contacts in your database to that contact and give them an attribute of father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, spouse, sibling, parent, child. Anything you can think of from a family standpoint, we'll be able to fit into here, and you can add those relationships in and build out that family tree. So let's hit Save Contact. So what did this do? This created a contact. It created David. There's a lot of contacts here. I'll just pull up another one. Let's pull up Aaron. So what this is able to do for you is it creates this contact. You can also do this from Kelly. You can create contacts from Kelly too in your mobile phone if you need to. Let's give you just a really quick summary of what's going on here. On the left side, you have everything that you need to maintain your relationship with that person. All the static information that you need is going to live right here. Your emails, your addresses, your phone numbers, what status this person is with you. Your tags are going to live up at top. About them, what their relationships look like, etc. At the same time, you have the capability. We just added this feature today. This is brand new. The ability to add neighborhoods. When you add a neighborhood, I can just click here, view on a map, and say I want to add Barton Hills neighborhood, and then this other neighborhood, Zilker West, and hit save. Those are neighborhoods that contact is neighborhoods of interest for them. Maybe where they live, but it may also be neighborhoods that they're looking to move to. This is going to help in the future when your buyers are using our eventual consumer app. This is going to help drive some search criteria for them. At the same time, create almost a market snapshot for them that you can send out to your clients on a monthly basis so they understand what those neighborhoods look like. Also, real fast, I just want to touch on the right side. This timeline is going to show you all the emails that are connected with that particular client based on with your Gmail integration that you've created or any of the calendar events you have with that person. At the same time, it's going to any interactions that you have logged. So if you create a new interaction, that'll show up there. If you create an interaction from Kelly, it will show up there. Any notes you have created, etc. Those are all going to show up right there in the timeline. And these other tabs, opportunities, your opportunities and transactions are going to show up on your contact card, notes, and then smart plans. This smart plans are your ability to automate your business as a real estate agent. So with that, we try to take all the best of the best CRMs and provide an experience that was going to be awesome for our agents. Aaron, how have you contributed to, because you've been involved with this a lot, how have you contributed to this screen, and also at the same time, how is this going to help you in your business grow when this is fully fleshed out?
Yeah, there's so much that I like about the contact records in Command. It's a really clean, the user experience is great. It's easy to navigate through. It's easy to find the information that you need. You don't have to go through multiple tabs at the top to get access to the most important information that we access most frequently. I love the neighborhoods tab. I know that's a brand new feature. For us, for example, if you're geographically farming an area, having the ability to tag all the people that live in that area and then do smart views and filter down through that is great. If you're working with a buyer, you can note all the areas. And as people were able to see, thanks to our partnership with Nextdoor, all of those neighborhoods are clearly delineated. So you can type them in or you can pull them up on the map. I think that's huge. I think tags is really big. In addition, being able to have lead source or categories, being able to create multiple tags. So if it's a division of a group within your sphere of influence, oh, these are the people that go to school with my kids, or these are the people that I work out at the gym with, being able to tag those inside of sphere of influence and then easily access those people if I want to send out a message just to that group. So, hey, I'm having a happy hour for the people that are that I work out with. I can easily find those people, send a pre-populated email through there, and then also custom fields. I don't know of very many databases that have custom fields, but from talking to top mega agents, that was one of the things that we told you guys and that you delivered on, that we all have something different. Everybody has something specific that they need that is not going to apply to everybody. So some agents don't want their contact record junked up with fields that are only particular to my business. Well, now because of the fact that there are custom fields, I'm able to go in and create those custom fields. And then when you move over to the right side of the screen, to easily be able to see all the notes, communication, timeline, smart plans. I think it's just been, there's been a lot of thought that's been put into the user experience, to the way to navigate through the contact. And I think it's going to be a big improvement on most of the CRMs that are out there. So I'm excited about it.
Awesome. Awesome. Cool. One thing I want to jump out back to the contact list and kind of show y'all, we talked about tags a little bit. We talked about it a lot actually, and how that's going to help with your database. So one cool thing that you can do with this contact list, outside of just smart views, you can come in here and define what specific columns that you want to see on this contact list. And you can also decide if you want to see it in list form or in card form, depending on how big you want the information to show up for you. So let's go back to list form, and you can come through here and uncheck things. And Aaron also mentioned custom fields. You can come in here and say show custom fields, and let's say that I want to see a specific custom field, the agent custom field. I don't know what that is, but you can automatically see it. It will pop up and you'll see the agent field over here, and then I can move that and drag it around. We're going to give you full flexibility here. At the same time, you can come up here and let's create a smart view. We can come down here and say create new. I want to create a new smart view, and with that, I know we put our tags in there. Let's search for buyers. So we created a contact, we tagged in buyer, and then we want to come in here and create a buyer's smart view. So I'm going to save this as a smart view and say buyer's smart view. Let's save this. At the same time, you can create these smart views based on as much criteria as you want. You can filter them down any which way you want. One of the most powerful things we do in here is last contacted. So that you can look at your buyers and say, I only want to talk to buyers that I have not contacted in the last 30 days. So to make sure that you're constantly connecting with them, you can do that right here. Let's save that again. Buyers not contacted in 30 days. Save that smart view. Let's close this, and let's come over here, and these smart views will now exist within this smart view field. And we can click, so buyers not contacted in the last 30 days, one showed up. So we got AA Bacchus that showed up, and let's go to this other, let's see who all of our buyers are. Here's actually all the buyers that are in my database. Along with these smart views, you can come in here and say, okay, buyers, I'm a buyer's agent, so I only want to focus on my buyers that I haven't contacted in the last 30 days. That's my one thing on a daily basis, is to get in touch with them and make sure that list is 0. I can come in here and make this my default list. So every time I come back to the contacts, that's the smart view that's going to show up for me. We wanted to give you full flexibility to be able to customize this any which way you wanted, so that you could run your business the way that you wanted to. Aaron, how are smart views helpful for you and your team?
Yeah, I think that there's so much about that that's useful. I mean, even you pointed out a lot of things, but even people saw that you can filter it by birthday. So I could say, hey, who has a birthday this week or this month? That's a great way for me to be able to, instead of having to monitor Facebook or set reminders like a lot of databases require us to do, to be able to easily pull up birthdays. For different roles on teams, you mentioned my admin want to look at different clients and see that information laid out differently than a buyer's agent might. And a listing agent would be different than that. So knowing that individual roles in the team can go in and create their own customized smart view, and that they're not limited by one or two features, but really you can narrow that down by almost all of the different contact inputs inside of a contact record, gives people flexibility. And Bobby, I know you'll attest to this. When we are on when we're on labs calls and you're in a group and you're talking about that, the one thing that we've learned is that no two teams are the same. Everybody has different needs. And what I think that agents will appreciate is, regardless of what their need is, this system is being built such that you're able to go in and create the smart view that you want, parse the data the way that you want, make it easily searchable, which basically means you're going to be more efficient with your daily activity. So I love that.
Absolutely. And just a little teaser, in the near future, Kelly's going to be updated to give you the capability to quickly add smart views to your home screen on Kelly so that you can quickly contact those people you need to get in touch with. So just a little teaser. That's not there yet. It will be here in the next few updates of Kelly. It may be after family reunion, so don't hold me to that right now. But I've seen it. It's really cool. Next, I want to jump into KW Connect. So let's take another direction. KW Connect, as it stands right now, is separate, but it is integrated at the same time in the back end. And what we are doing with KW Connect is putting that directly into command with our KW Connect Next version, which you may get to see a little bit of at Family Reunion, or if you've been in labs in the past or any of our mini labs or anything like that, you've probably seen some screens for that. But as it stands right now, you go to kwconnect.com and make sure that your profile is up to date. Make sure that you got a good picture in there, the About Me section is correct, you are connected to your service areas, etc., because this is going to be the information when somebody searches on Kelly and searches for you as an agent. This is the information that's going to pop up. When they go to referrals and they filter down the referrals to the people they want to talk to, that's the information that's going to pop up. This is your profile. This is your social profile on the Keller Cloud, so make sure it's up to date. And we are continuing to iterate on this and make it better and better every single day. To edit your profile, just come in here and hit Edit My Profile. And you can add all your information in here as needed, your social accounts, etc., and then tell them, I think you can say show my team profile, show your memberships. You can decide what of it you want to be locked down versus what of it you want to be public. And then also you can manage the notifications that you get outside that come from KW Connect. Those show up also. So let's go back.
Bobby,
yep.
When it relates to the profile, I think if you're an agent and you don't have your photo in there, you don't have information about your production, you don't have a bio that's customized to you, that's not just a template boilerplate bio, you're missing out on referral opportunities. I know for me personally, when I have a referral to send out, the first thing I do when I go to Kelly and I go into the referral platform and I'm searching for agents in that geographic area, I start filtering down by production. But once I find agents that meet kind of a minimum production standard, I want to go and learn a little bit more about them to see if they would be a good personality fit. So that's really agents' opportunity to give potential referral partners a window into how do they do business, what's their team like, what makes them unique, what would make them connect well with their client. And a lot of times I factor as much into that as I do into their production stats. So making sure that you've got all of that info in there is just going to help you do more referrals and connect with more agents.
Absolutely, absolutely. Some cool things. First off, I didn't tell you, if you click on your profile icon on the top right of the screen, that's where you can go to My Profile. Also, because Command and Connect are integrated right now, if you go to Communities, this is where you manage your communities or your groups within Connect currently. This exists inside of Command, and here within KW Connect as it stands right now, you have a lot more functionality. So make sure you go in there to interact with your groups, because those are a new thing that we updated about a month ago, and there's a lot of cool features there for you, so you can start creating mastermind groups, etc., which are going to feed into our next topic, which is chat. Chat with Command is invisible currently in the production version. We did some updates recently and it went away, and we're getting ready to put that back as quick as possible. So don't freak out that you don't have chat. It wasn't that we decided that you didn't want it, that you didn't need it specifically. It's not there for anybody. So I'm going to dive into a development version that's going to be pushed here pretty soon, so that you can see how chat works. Chat is always going to float on the bottom right of your screen. no matter where you are, and if you have it open, it's gonna always be there. You can close it, open it. What this is, if you hit this edit button up at the top, you can come in here and create new conversations with whoever you want. I'm going to do Aaron Armstrong. Hit search. Again, this is a development version, so it's maybe not working 100%, and it's not pulling it up. So let's see if I can find myself. But when it's in production, it's going to work for you. You come in here and search for agents. I was literally just searching for them, and it worked. So I actually created a group conversation with me and Aaron from this test account so that you can have a conversation with them right here. You can also edit the participants that are involved in this group chat if you want to find more and add them. Lastly, you can also have one-to-one conversations with people if you want to have one-to-one conversations. This is what that looks like. And any people that are associated with you in your referral network are also going to show up within the tool down here at the bottom, or your team. Lastly, we're going to begin to integrate the connection to KW Connect groups into here too, so you can have conversations with them right here. This being different from groups because groups is more like a Facebook group. KW Chat gives you the ability to interact with anybody else in your organization, anybody else in your market center, anybody else in KW, maybe your mastermind groups you're in, on the fly as you're doing business. This is more of a Slack type conversation platform or GChat. Aaron, you and your team, I know we've talked about this a lot. How is this going to keep your team connected?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you did a good job explaining there's, with groups inside of KW Connect, you can almost think about that like your social groups, like a referral group or a mastermind group. I'm in Gary's private mastermind, and so we exchange a lot of information on Facebook. But to be able to do that inside of Command, talk about upcoming events, share documents is a really great, and also that kind of becomes our learning management system. I mean, we can have private groups within that specifically for your team, but then to piggyback on top of that and have the chat feature inside of Command, that kind of becomes, like you said, Slack. My team used to use GroupMe. We're currently using Google Chat inside of the Google Apps for Business, and that's how we communicate with each other during the course of the day. If an agent has a question about a file, they can message individually to a transaction coordinator. If we're talking about a change to a team meeting, we can put that in there. A lot of times agents in our group will say, hey, I'm curious who has a specific vendor for this particular type of repair that we're doing, or does anybody want to share information about, would want information about an upcoming listing that I'm working on. That communication is really vital to us being able to stay connected as a team. And so to be able to do that internally within our organization, but then also to be able to have conversations that live inside of Command with people in my mastermind group, with people inside of referral groups, maybe somebody that I'm currently working a referral with that I just want a quick update on. All that, again, saves us time and makes it easier for us to do what we do on a daily basis. So love that stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, cool. Next, I'm going to dive into questions and ahas. So again, go to Slido, and the Slido code is S580. Make sure that you submit your questions, and I'm just going to touch on a few today, and then tomorrow we're going to dive into a heck of a lot more questions and make sure that we answer everything that you need answered. So first, from Robert, is merging contacts something we can have access to? Also, how to delete record inside of Command. Merging has not been input in Command yet. We have not done that, but it is on the roadmap, so we are going to turn that on for agents once it's fully fleshed out. To delete a record, you actually archive records. They're always going to live there within your contact database for you, but we also give you the capability to go look through your archive and then delete it. That archive is going to live inside of settings. Next question, what if you have a Facebook business page and a Facebook personal page? Which one will it connect to? It will connect to both. So if you connect your personal account, it'll look at all the pages you're connected to. I have like 10 different business page accounts that I'm connected to. And when you go into Lead Accelerator, you can select which one you actually want to set that advertisement up for. Next question, is there a way to delete duplicates? Not a quick way to delete duplicates yet, besides going in there manually and deleting them. But that is another feature that we've had a lot of feedback from people like Aaron that say, hey, we absolutely need this because our database is 20,000 people. and we know that a large 1% of those are probably duplicates, but to search through that would be a problem. From John, will Command be able to handle custom groups from EEdge? Not as of right now. Right now, we created that connection with EEdge, and it's really, they gave us what they wanted to give us. So right now, that's a no. But we are working closer towards getting to a place where we can fully build out those connections and that bidirectional sync. Debbie asked, will we be able to access contacts and smart plans on our smartphones to do updates, etc.? Absolutely yes. The next versions of Kelly are going to be Command in your pocket, not just your artificial intelligence, but everything in there, even including chat, including groups, including KW Connect, all in the palm of your hand, so that you can manage your business right there on the go.
Bobby, I think that brings up a good point. I mean, I think a lot of times people that may not be as tuned in may not know that Kelly long-term vision is not just what it is right now, which has neighborhood insights and smart and some of the valuation plans and being able to get information. Ultimately, that will really be the tool that we use to manage everything inside of Command. And so I think that obviously you guys understand how important it is. Agents are most of the time on the go and are not going to have their laptop. So the fact that we'll be able to manage everything from smart plans to adding a contact to adding a communication with a contact to checking on referral networks, all of that stuff will be in future versions of Kelly able to do from our smartphone is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's jump on the next questions. Will chats started in Command carry over to Kelly so you can text on the go? Again, absolutely. Everything that lives in Kelly also lives in Command, and everything lives in Command also lives in Kelly because it is all built on the Keller Cloud. Because that cloud is supporting both of those systems, all that data talks back and forth. It is all it's actually all one platform with different ways to digest that information. Josh asked, can we share our smart views with other agents on our team? Not right now. Current version of Command hasn't turned on team version yet, the team capabilities yet, but in the future it is on the roadmap to be able to standardize some smart views across your team or share them with other people in your team. Can we import contacts from my referral network into Command? Not yet. We have thrown around the idea of every time that you have somebody in your referral network, they automatically are entered into Command. We can turn that on pretty easily, but there's a lot of agents that would not be good for because they have about 100,000 people in their referral network, so we're still trying to figure out the best way to do that. Will you be able to name the chat similar to Slack? Absolutely. That was a feature I did not show you. You can go in there and edit what that actual name is inside of chat. How many tags can we have? However many tags you want. As many as you want. I encourage you not to overwhelm it with tags because it'll just fill up that contact card and you won't be able to see anything else. How do you update Kelly? Go to your app store, whether it's the iOS App Store or the Google Play App Store, find Kelly, and if it needs to be updated, it'll click. You can update it right there. And I think in your settings, I'm not sure how this works on everybody's phone, for the App Store settings, you can turn on automatic updates. That's the best way to do it. That's all the questions I have time for right now. I want to jump through the rest of the slides before we have to jump off. Additional resources. So there are some brand new pages on KW Connect. I want to make sure that you know about them so that you can dive in deeper to some of the stuff that we're talking not only today, but over the next few weeks and leading up to Family Reunion. If you go to KW Connect and you click on Technology at the top and click Resources, it opens up the Keller Cloud. And within this page, I can click Command and dive into Command to get more information about what's happening and the most up-to-date information with Command. So you can specifically click, I want to see the up-to-date information on contacts. It's going to pop up and give you some detailed info on that, and also help you to understand some of the stuff that I was talking about today. So if you need to go read more into it, you can do that directly in here. At the same time, Kelly is soon going to give you the capability to do these things from the palm of your hand. So you just pop up Kelly and say, how do I blank? How do I create a smart view? Or how do I upload contacts? And that's going to provide that information in the palm of your hand for you so you can do that on the go. Also, watch for training opportunities. KWU has been adding so much more command live stream training opportunities over the next few weeks. Again, I've mentioned it before, but we're going to, next week we're going to talk about prep to get paid. We're going to talk about opportunities in command, which is a huge, huge thing, and it's something everybody needs to pay attention to. The week after that, we're going to talk about designs, how you create marketing materials and start to customize your business inside of command. Lastly, launching your lead generation inside of command with not only with Lead Accelerator, but with Smart Plans. That's going to be in there too. So make sure you watch out for that. And again, make sure and tune in tomorrow for our Q&As so that you can stay up to date. We're going to answer any and every question that you throw at us. So make sure that you stay on top of that. Lastly, take the course evaluation. Go into Kelly and say, take course evaluation, and give us your feedback. Tell us how we did, how we can make these better for you so that so we can dive deeper and give you information. Again, we only have 30 minutes. I could do this presentation in 2 to 4 hours and walk through every little thing that we have. So make sure you go to KW Connect and fill out, not fill out, but learn more of the things that contacts and integrations can do. And also, Family Reunion is going to be so huge when it comes to updates with this. And over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see updates specifically in contacts and integrations. So continue to dive into command. Give us feedback. Make sure that you're using the feedback button in the bottom right corner and letting us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and how we can improve it to make it better for you, the agents. Aaron, do you have anything to close with?
No, that's awesome. I appreciate the opportunity to be on the call. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing everyone at Family Reunion.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. It's been really a pleasure working with you throughout the labs process and you helping us to design this. And I look forward to the future and everything that we're going to do together. Everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for diving into command with me, and jump in there. And again, take a crack at running your business with it, and let us know how we did. My name is Bobby Moats. Thank you so much for joining us again today in Take Command. Thank you.